Fair of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Baltimore Ravens. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Now to return it, here's Kenyon Drake. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
4th down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Play action now. Cousins. They'll roll him out right. Oh, he's going to take a shot. This is caught at the 20. And down to the 20. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 41 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Now left side on the swing pass. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much since. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7. Raiders 9.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Sullivan. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Dobbins. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Take over 1st and 10.
That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And it's 3rd down.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Carr now to throw. They'll set up the screen to Drake. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. 4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Gun. Mike 54.
They'll run with Dobbins. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
Gun.
One more time with Dobbins. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half as the Ravens push further out in front. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Is good. Makes the score Ravens 21, Raiders 10.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Oh, looking looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
Ravens. Justin.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Darren Waller with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. That was a nice little setup there off play action for the long touchdown pass.
Yeah, I got to tell you, it brings back bad memories for a guy like me as a former defensive back, because in a playbook I knew a long time ago, we described that play pattern as draw pass 9 go, meaning fly pattern after the play action pass, try and hit him for the deep ball, and boy, were they successful on that one. So tough because his speed is so great. You've got to make sure you don't miss any cues or keys in order to try and keep up with him.
Draw pass 9 go. That's still a nightmare to this day.
Yeah, I still wake up in the middle of the night and feel the guy going past me.
Cousins now to throw on first down. Over the middle here to Brown. The 30, 20, 10, and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his 11th touchdown of the year, and the Ravens will add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Ravens 35. Raiders.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit.
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Number 11,
Henry Ruggs, 78 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
They go play action. Cousins. He'll buy some time right. He's going deep. And got his man complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line.
Baltimore.
A big play that time for the Ravens. 45 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for first and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Right back to Dobbins on first. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. That is caught at the 7. And the Ravens are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line.
Don't give him nothing. Don't give him nothing.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Yeah, he is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. They'll run for it. It's Edwards. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Gus Edwards, his second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
Oh, this is what I love about calling these games. 4th and goal. This is all about leverage, who wants it more, and who's going to get it done at the point of attack, the line of scrimmage.
On the return comes Drake. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Eluding the pressure right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 42.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful. And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Jonathan Abram picks it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
They'll take
This
over.
interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Now after the INT, it's Carr. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Forced out to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And the return will stop right around the 25. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and it's a 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
That's good.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Check three. Zebra.
Cousins on 1st down. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
J.K. Dobbins.
A good passing down here, and they send 3 receivers to the right of the formation on 2nd down.
The 41-yard line.
Cousins again. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Again, it's Cousins. And this is caught by Watkins.
Get it happy, Captain.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon as the Ravens push further out in front.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. The final shot here before half for Carr. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this one is incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Sullivan. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up? Now go. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 36. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Sullivan. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Back to it after the pick six. Cousin flush to his right. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside?
He's got daylight. The 20, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his third touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Makes the score Ravens 56, Raiders 30.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions and coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Throwing his car on third down. Lets this go for Rim. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on third and medium to pick up the first. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Lets this go for Renfro downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10. Now Carr again. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And that'll put us within 3 scores as it becomes now a 23-point game. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing, Cousins. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. He's going deep for Brown. He's got it at the 15. And he will be taken down deep in Las Vegas territory. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 46 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins taking it in. And the Ravens continue to pour it on. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Justin Tucker lining
This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think I'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
A gain of 12.
To throw is Carr.
Las Vegas.
And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 42. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college. So sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Jacobs now. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
At the 44-yard line.
From the 44, Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. The Raiders on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continue.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders able to get this back to within at least some measure here of respectability. So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2. They'll try to run it with Jacobs. And he is going to lose yardage here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Dobbins running out of the gun. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. He'll return it from the 6. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest.
Mike 48, Mike 48. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You better be ready.
Carr now on first down. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And the Ravens have got it. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out of practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a two-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. Two-hand. Oh, I get it. Two-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
The Raiders.
Well, now they'll try the end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up 3rd.
Mike 54. Let's go, D. Big Sears right here.
Here's Cousins. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down. Running is Jacobs.
First down.
And this is going to be a Raiders first down as the tackle made just shy of the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Carr going to throw.
Las Vegas.
And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. Past the 20. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Well, yes, that's his 3rd touchdown catch, which is very impressive, but on the scoreboard, they're still struggling.
So safe to say that without him, my goodness, yikes, they are in major league trouble. He's doing his best to try and keep them in the game.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded in the end zone.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach Five just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let him go out there with a little bit more confidence.
He's going deep, and this will be caught at the 30. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. A big play that time for the Ravens. 44 yards. On first down, Dobbins. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7 yards there and a first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On play action, Cousins. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Kirk Cousins.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Working out of the gun. Cousins flushed out right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go deep. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 34 yards there.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Now a toss left side for Dobbins. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again with Dobbins. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. And this will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, it's Carr. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Intercepted. The Ravens